Buonasera a tutti. Oh, a corsa siamo entrati live. A corsa. Beviamo sto cazzo di Future Game Show. Vediamo se sono andato live, quello che sono in meno. Non lo so. No, non è quello. Non è quello. Mamma. Dai, non me lo fa vedere! Ci siamo. Ora si dovrebbe sentire meglio. Oh. Ok. 1 minuto e 20 secondi. Questa è una settimana ricca di eventi. Eventi! Ah, il nostro... Ah. Caro Ema, sei in live ora. No, non glielo scrivo, dai. Ema, passo per un saluto. Sono live anche io a seguire il YouTube Game Show. A più tardi. Una bella pelata si è fatto Emanuele.
Che vantaggio.
Quello è vero.
Che vuol dire?
Twitch, right, può tirare a lui che può tirare a lui. Non deve bere.
Poi ci organizziamo. Grande insert game! Inizia!
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members
questa è la
from
fatto Abby in The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. So Thursday night, I also moonlight as critical role debonair dungeon master. My abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
World premiere, subito? Germany.
Zafar, pull up nav tag.
Fatta subito a pompa?
Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just wanted to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, wait. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
For sure. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We going for a spin.
Vestito così mi sembrava un gelataio. Ci sono una siga. Gelataio.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large hall down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival. Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
Allora che roba è?
In Yolota. They never look up.
Sul basso.
Zafar,
Tutti i
you're
player
right.
forse.
World Premiere, roba nuova.
C'ho già questo.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes. What the hell happened here?
Un cazzo.
Hey, buddy.
Ah, del spazio! Faccio più del spazio. Spaziale che l'ho visto particolare.
Glad you're still breathing.
Cosa faccio anche gli stati?
The Expanse Osiris Reborn.
Ah, sei tipo spaziale.
What a way to start the
Beh,
show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG
Hanno fatto il
crafted in
film,
Unreal
poi
Engine
hanno fatto
5,
tipo-
where you can
Ah, sì?
immerse yourself in the universe of the
Vabbè,
beloved TV series.
non è andato
Make sure it's on
bene,
your wish
vedo.
list.
Credo che non ho
Pretty
più-
awesome.
non ho più
And we're
continuato.
treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy
Un'altra
in the
world premiere.
process. So let's
Cazzo
take a
è?
look.
Giapponese.
No?
Già l'albero giallo.
Che roba è?
I used to swear by my father's oath to protect the wards is to protect our people, and if it claims our lives,
Onna bello.
what's one life lost
cacchio
for
è?
the sake of the many?
And now,
Da
what
molto
do you
pazzo
swear by
dopo,
today?
È vero.
The only one that matters is
Non è mia
my
hela di
brother,
cose.
and
No,
I
no,
will
gli
kill the
assomiglia.
people who took him from me.
No, no, che sei. Bello, madonna. Un po' legnoso il gameplay sembra. Un po' legnoso. No però, madonna.
Rin, take my hand. Rin!
I hear not the clamor of conquerors. The pestilence must be purged.
Ha molto degli ultimi God of War.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Echoes of the End. Coming.
Sta...
Quest'estate?
Dov'è un netto, non so.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a
Echoes of
narrative-driven
the End,
fantasy
bello.
adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil.
Trailer su
inside
trailer.
these
Ma su
ones.
P9, su P9 sta che...
Nuovo, un altro, World Premiere, un altro.
Giapponese.
Così a raffica. Pre-alpha gameplay. Che roba è?
È un... Prima c'ho l'alfa. e
No,
poi
no,
c'è-
lo so cos'è il pre-alpha, che cos'è questo gioco.
Non è Slenderman. No.
Ma che Slenderman? Sì. Vorrei sia il gameplay di Resident Evil.
No.
Ha molto di Resident Evil questa.
No, il Giappone è proprio cosa, vedi? Le cose fascinanti il Giappone. Questo era più giapponese. I tempi. Sembra un horror questo letto,
Come fa il d'uccello? Vabbè ragazzi, è un pre-alfa,
sembra un horror.
Sembra?
Un horror, sì, no, forse un horror.
Ti svegli in una foresta senza memoria?
Sì.
Senza mappe?
No.
Senza luce? Try to remember. Che cazzo di gioco? And find your way home. Whisper in the phone. Wishlist on Steam.
Che sembra esce.
Ma che hanno mostrato?
Arriva, vabbè.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly
No,
go
questo
wrong?
video.
That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins.
Action
Let's check it
RPG
out.
of the
Quello
world.
di ieri. Sì, quello di ieri.
Non mi interessa.
A me mi piace. A me mi piace.
Bello, non sai più questa cosa, non ho capito. Netmarble, non oddio.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Che è?
The Fog? Ah, è... The Finals. The Finals, questo sì. Gioco online, multiplayer online.
Un'oretta e mezza durante. Che è successo?
Where have you been?
Ah.
Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Aria? Tipo pop.
Ma che è?
Questo è indie, sicuro.
Heartline.
Prima da...
Steam demo out now. C'è già la demo su Steam.
Ah.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Che roba è?
I cannot sleep.
In-game capture.
I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Come along. This way.
Donna.
You're not ignoring me now, dear.
Che ambientazione non mi piace proprio.
This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Give me your idea.
Sleep Awake.
Un po' dormire.
Nel 2026, madonna. Ma quanta roba esce nel 2026?
Io mi scordo.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
He's all I've got.
before he does.
Eric's Home is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world, because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful that he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build, and the story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you.
No,
that
non è vero.
will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Aspettiamo un secondo.
Vieni a vedere. Il problema è che nemmeno posso reagire. Sono in live. No. sera.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Ericsholm. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Che roba è? Un shooter, ho detto. Ecco, è vantaggio con che fatti fare. Per la finestra. Che cosa simile.
Ti piacciono a te questo stile qui? The Explorator.
Questo qui no, ma...
Early Access, available on PC no. Già giocaste?
Sì. Poi hai fatto domanda. Di solito accettano. Hai fatto domanda, ma ti accettano.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying...
Fanculo, Madonna Santa. Pensavo fosse God of War.
Ah, te intendi.
Se dice stile Metroidvania.
No, ma credo dopo lo dicono...
Lo fanno stile Metroidvania.
Sì, verso la fine però lo fanno. Proprio verso la fine, non all'inizio.
Sì, a parte un god così. Oh, questo sarebbe lo stile di God of War nuovo che parlano. In questa maniera.
È venuto da online. Cioè...
Non è brutto questo,
Sì, ma per un po' dall'online, però...
Constance. Quando esce? 2026. Ah, il 24 novembre 25.
Strano.
C'è già la demo su Steam.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Play by Titan Quest 2 is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible. From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasies of just a tanky warrior, of course you're going to have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We're not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest 2 will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wish this now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Anche su PS5.
Sì, questi giochi sono tipo... questi giochi sono per console.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys. Hey man. I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels. For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Nintendo Switch 2, ora inizia a fare anche il simbolo.
Ora sì.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish list ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Di altre stronzate ogni Friday.
So while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Ora lo va a farsi una
Free
pugnetta.
bio course. How hard could it be?
Che palle però, streaming.
hard.
We found paradise.
We got company. Who wants some? Let's haul ass.
Che succede?
A narrative
fermo,
puzzle
non c'entra
adventure
nulla.
coming soon to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish lists ASAP.
Hanno un problema di sorta oggi, vedono.
I mean, I was, but
YouTube che
then,
sta
it's called marketing, Matt.
facendo...
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Problemi loro, non nostri.
YouTube, sì. È loro. Non vedo loro.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course.
Ok.
How hard could it be?
Allora, visto che mi piace molto, ce lo do tutti dei Sabino.
Hard.
We found paradise.
We got company. Who wants some? Let's haul ass.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no
Hanno fatto vedere una
memories and
quindicina
a
di
big
giorni
ass
per ora.
sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is a madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses,
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
get your shit wrecked, then head back to town where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Tanto siamo online. Che cosa? A luglio escono.
Ah, ok.
Ciao Lodi, buonasera. Sono il ragazzo dello State of Play. A te tu dici Alessio. No, Alessio stasera è a fare il DJ set. DJ set. Perché lì non apparso il messaggio? Hanno scritto.
Dispatch
Ora
to
hanno
Unit
scritto.
1. There is an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
My clothes are about to catch fire!
Get an attack line in there!
Gotta go scout the area. That was close.
Cat, you're good? Found one of the victims!
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes,
The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to
Vabbè,
save?
diamo il tempo
Without
di
dragons to slay?
Demonizzare.
Deve vedere cosa devi fare, cosa devi fare.
As
Alessio
an
si
agent
chiama
of
il
the Bureau of
ragazzo.
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs,
Stasera è a fare
you
il
will
DJ
ensure
set.
everything is
Un
as
DJ
it should
lui.
be for the heroes
DJ
arrival.
Meu, Alex Meu, DJ producer. Così si fa chiamare.
Is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hell Gates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There is an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch, copy! Supply line ready!
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
Non capendo che stanno succedendo.
Non lo sanno nemmeno loro. Stanno facendo l'asilo stasera a questo evento.
Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hell Gates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
Ok, basta.
You with the cushy job in their
Ce l'ha
clipboard
fatta.
decides if we have to do more work.
Ce l'ha fatta.
That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil. We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent, to the cause.
Ah, ciao Ricca Gamer.
Which
Pensavo
Mr. Bureau
avevi
of
detto c'è
Fantastical
Ricca.
Arcane Affairs today.
Ah, ok.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Giochiamo in piedi? Che bello giochiamo in piedi?
Madonna i coglioni.
Questo deve essere quello 2D, sai, forse.
Non lo guardo nemmeno.
Dovrebbe essere un video.
Non mi interessa nemmeno guardarlo questo.
12 FPS, cazzo.
もしもし。うん。はい。
Bella la canzone però.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm?
Oh, che cazzo.
With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly
Ma
felt
che
good,
torna
but
indietro.
incompetent evil is still evil.
Qui c'è la parte, no?
We are happy to
No,
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Vedete la chat un attimo?
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical
lascia
and Arcane
fare,
Affairs
no.
is coming later this year.
Ah no, è loro.
And now for
loro.
something
Certo,
completely
loro.
different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K
Sono loro sì.
aesthetics.
Perdone.
Buonasera Nerdone. Ciao ragazzi. Solo in due stasera. No, ora arriva Riccardo. God of War ci sarà? Buona. God of War ci sarà.
Non saltato.
God of War ci sarà. God of War ci sarà. God of War ci sarà. Io lo sto aspettando dal 2021 lo sto aspettando.
Che puzza di live ci stato questo, sai? Non è live.
Certo è registrato.
No, ma dico un solo di persona.
Sì, lo so, non sono live. Sì, penso anch'io. God of War ci sarà. Io penso di no. Ma lo spero che ci sia.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC.
Siamo al
You
primo
can
gioco.
jump into the open playtest on Steam after the
A
show.
commissariare i giovani
Now we've got a
pompieri.
trailer for an action
No,
platformer
no,
inspired by the ancient art
passa
of
prima.
paper folding. Let's take a look
passa prima?
at Hirogami.
Cosa conti? Poi scompari, l'ho visto. Perché mi vedo un piede, oh? Perché ho fatto un piede? Ah, dice su questi carta. Questa magica rana.
Ma perché fanno questa roba?
Ring. No, sì. Passione.
Ciao passione gioco, difficile ma può essere mostrano gratis. Nerdone, speriamo. Si spera. Vedo dura, io in Santa Monica Studios non lo so che sta combinando. Non lo so. Intanto sono passati 41 minuti, altri 50 minuti d'evento.
Dopo ne è attiva. A parte i problemi
Hirogami. 3 settembre 2025.
Un po' di problemi tecnici loro. A parte quello.
Sì, giovani per ora
Hirogami is
hanno
coming
fatto
to
le
PC
numeri.
and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Game Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
Eve Frontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what Eve Frontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around Eve Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Founder access for Eve Frontier is available now, and you can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
Loro non li stanno facendo più vedere, ma che è successo?
C'è un problema tecnico, no, proprio loro.
C'hanno problemi.
Sì, sì, ma chi c'è? C'è già sotto in basso, guarda. Time skip, vedi? Time skip now. È una terrifica loro. Non fanno verdi, sicuramente. Ce ne vogliono verdi, come i vecchi, sì. Il rewind di il tempo è una cosa bellina. Vogliamo vedere quanto potete. Quante volte?
4 volte.
4 volte. Poi sono 1 sto volta, secondo me stavo un'ora, già 10 minuti erano finiti con lo spazio.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles. Then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name.
Inizio, ora sto usando gli scatter, fate il contrario. Quando sai i giochi inizio, poi
with one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Every voyage begins with a plan.
Di Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
No. Dino. Arriano.
A vision etched on parchment. Foretelling glory
Male. Buona.
or downfall.
No, prima dicevano li faceva.
It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. But never at our final destination. So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life.
Cazzo, andiamo, altra fanno lunga.
And life is the voyage.
Ahoy.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Pensavo già
già uscito. Ma proprio solo PC. Meno male.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
Che coglioni, madonna, che palle.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that
Ci tocca rivederlo un'altra
vocabulary
volta.
is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
Non è colpa tua. Non è colpa per la connessione, vedi? Lo metti in basso.
Flickshot Rogues is a
Facciamo un po' di pubblicità, Ema, vai.
Proprio guarda un attimo.
Sto guardando la tua live in live. Ciao belli, ciao ragazzi. Ciao a tutti, come va? Come state? Tutto bene? Ci sono novità al riguardo? Madò, che fastidio sti cazzo di fulmini.
Critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC, but if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate.
Mamma mia.
Guarda quanti! Che? Mica piantato proprio sul cervelletto.
Sto arrivando, stronzo.
Foto di Sebastian Castellano. Ah, ma ha fatto la foto con il mega obiettivo lì sul cielo. L'uomo che ha rapito Lily deve averla scattata all'esterno del deposito. Ti aspetto, dice. Ah, è vero! È la foto che ci ha scattati quando...
You may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background. And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There
are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second ones to watch deep.
Those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, and we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or
where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in the foster system in Canada. Basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda games, how it was straightforward and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns, then it's maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. No game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed.
No.
Talking about our monsters, and the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrical thingies, So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. And so the Hollow Walker represents a bit. So it's just a husk. That's what we call the Hollow Walker. It's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, So you'll be able to play Hell Is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September.
All right, I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt.
I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show, where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
When it click through, try to send this box to be a so big blood. I'll be coming up. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody drop when I'm in it. Everybody know I'm you know when it click through, try to send this box to be a
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlak herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, up! Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Sheo, all things are possible. It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that? We gave you those robes for a reason. Damn, I love the church.
Abbinati?
Ma sai che iniziamo? Un'oretta, c'è un'altra mezz'ora.
Sì, se fanno...
C'è un'altra mezz'ora.
Però mostrarvi i giochi sono da fuoco.
Aspettano di mostrarsi iniziate. Inizieranno a mostrare roba seria da ora in poi? Guarda, ho parlato, Che ne so. Chiama il Masini. Tanto l'evento bomba sarà domani sera. Xbox Showcase. Questo è nel gioco. Sei. Vai. Vai, ciao. Oh, hanno mostrato Half-Life 3. No, sto scherzando, però lo dovrebbero mostrare a breve. Ciao.
We're back. And you can wishlist all of those games by heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way.
Ambientato nello spazio.
Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Those things can change shape.
Oh, shit. Stop.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
Ah no, digital.
Ah, ma Steam, il fisico Steam non è, se leva in mezzo.
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous control scheme. Here's the game bakers to tell you more.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber.
Ma non me l'hai fatto vedere
Your
ieri
goal is to
sera.
climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes.
Peggio di ieri sera, Steven.
But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Ok.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year, and you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are 2 great games from our friends at Quali.
Capito? Sì, è una grafica della storia.
No, è una remastered, ho fatto capire.
Ah, ok, l'ho potuto vedere in vivo.
Siamo al Summer Game Fest, al Future Game Show del 2001.
Vorrei capire cioè.
Già che è tutto così questo evento.
Hark the Ghoul and Ground Zero are both coming soon to PC. What's up next, Laura?
We're taking a look at a game called Hella. It's a cooperative folklore adventure where you and your friends band together
Dai,
as
un altro
brave
poco,
little
Dio
mice.
mio, non batto criticate all'altri, una volta. Però non scegli che cosa vuoi dire di coppa.
Di latta con i giochi. No, l'ho perso quasi tutto.
Wow, la vita non deve essere. Che bello.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18. How can you distinguish between what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite video game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
You will
find nobody better. I will bring a storm to you whether you ready or not. Coming in hot. I am a legend in the making. You're looking into the eyes of greatness. Gotta push through the world's waiting. I will not lose. I will not lose. I will not lose. I'm a legend and it's something I'm ready to prove. Legends always never ever. Legends always never ever. I'm ready to meet my fate.
A me non devo giocare un po' difficile. Però avanzato, perché nel senso insegna.
Reach is an ambitious virtual reality action adventure coming to PSVR, Steam, and MetaQuest in 2025.
Okay, Matt. It's time to check in with everybody's favorite depressed and recently divorced duck.
Ah, yes. It could only be the Duck Detective.
He may have cracked the mystery of the secret salami, but when you're that good at your job, there's always a new case to solve.
I'm used to the cold embrace of loneliness, and this vacation will be the end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm Johnny. We're Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin,
Manca 10
Germany.
minuti, ci deve essere... Avevano detto ci sarebbe stato gran tempo usato dai gameplay di
where you are
Mafia.
the one and only Duck Detective,
God of War è
a
stata anche
depressed
stasera.
and recently divorced duck who must quack the case.
Inspect evidence, make deductions, and solve this no-murder mystery.
To the annoyance of the Duck Detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The ghost of glamping!
Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? Get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Hanno già finito di al popolo. Sono bravissimo a
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th. There's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Se mi rimasterizzano i Metroid, anche dei niente tutti.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm Maylee. You got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Dai, una bombettina finale, ce la tirate.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Quindi di merda. tanto.
No, sono carini.
No, per me l'indie potrebbero tutti schiattare ora.
Zitto, ricca.
Io gli sviluppatori indie proprio non ti spero.
Soinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles. This
Scooby-Doo. Sì.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an
Mafia,
exclusive
eccolo.
insight into Mafia, the old country. Here's all the gory details.
Ultimo tra gameplay.
Mafia, the Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy. It also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900s Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organised crime first really came from.
In Mafia, the Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Torrisi crime family, and then this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia, the Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Eccolo, finalmente. Nuovo trailer.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life, a brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing. It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
Il dito?
Il marchio.
Ah.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Vabbè, giochiamo. Io immagino questi qua.
Madonna!
Immagino questi qua. Non mi dai un po' i santini, immagini, perché? No, ma perché li brucio? Ma qui da una città. Fate voi, dai, centinaia.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Un'ora e mezza è passata.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk your role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark, Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a mini. Look, wash up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Crescere, Feeder of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son, guide my path in this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in. Let your sacred light banish them. And if I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash, so my soul may ascend to you. consumed in your flames for all eternity. Now and forever. Cristol.
Cristol.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me. Crescol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us.
Niente gota, dai.
Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
No, hold on. I've got something to show you. Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Mostrare.
Gameplay reveal questo agosto per il prossimo Future Game
That was
Show.
your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay reveal during the next Future Game Show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's Summer Showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the Summer Showcase, as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
No, vabbè. Non ho niente nemmeno da dire. Quindi, ciao a tutti, siete garbato. Sono contento per voi. Non mi ha fatto schifo. Buona.